Have you ever wondered what a shamanic healing was? Why is it that these shamanic energetic techniques have been around for tens of thousands of years and have followed us as we developed as a species? Join me as we discuss what these techniques are, what it can do for you, and the impact that it has. What is a shamanic healing? From a shamanic standpoint, there's a luminous energy field that surrounds a physical body. And it's this luminous energy field that contains the blueprint of who we are and what we are. When there are disruptions in that energy field, it changes us. And those changes can manifest physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Those changes are typically caused by a dense energy imprint in our luminous energy field. And it's that dense energy imprint that causes the changes. You can think of it as rewriting the software of who we are. Those dense energy imprints are typically caused by some type of a trauma. And that trauma could be something that occurred in this lifetime, could have occurred in a previous lifetime and we're bringing it forward, could be the results of energies that are being directed at you, whether consciously or unconsciously. And occasionally it's the results of energies that are passed down from mother to daughter or father to son. What we do through the process is we work to clear out that dense energy imprint. Once that imprint is cleared out, it no longer rewrites the software of who we are. It doesn't mean that the trauma is forgotten or eliminated. It just means that the energy from that trauma no longer has an impact on us. Typically, one of your 7 chakras is going to be more affected by any of the other ones by this trauma. And as we talk, I'll be able to figure out which one it is. How that comes into play is that when it's time to do the healing, you will pick a stone from my mesa. You will be called to pick whatever stone you need because each stone has a specific energy to it. You will lay down on the table, on your back. I will have my hands on your neck. I'll spend most of my time there. I may occasionally get up and wander around and do some work on your energy body, but for the most part, I will be sitting at your head with my hands on your neck. I'm going to help you to relax. And once you're relaxed, I'm going to open up whichever chakra is affected and put the stone on there. What the stone does is it helps to draw out or combust those dense energies of that trauma. People will have a range of reactions throughout the process. Some people fall asleep. Some people don't feel anything. Some people may tremble or vibrate slightly as the energy is released. Sometimes people will see things, hear things, feel things. Everybody's different. There's a couple of things that I do in the process. The first is to create and hold that sacred space that we do this work in. And what that sacred space does is it helps to thin the veil between the energetic world and the physical world. And that makes it easier for spirit guide, loved ones to come in and do the work they need to do on your behalf. The other thing I try and do is to tap into the energy of that trauma and see if I can track it back to the original source of the wounding and give you any information or insight I can about that. When I sense the process is more or less complete, I'll take the stone off, close up your chakra, let you settle for a little bit, and then we will talk about what you experienced, and I'll give you any information or insight that I picked up. When we do this work remotely, the process is more or less the same. Where the difference comes in is that we'll either be talking on Zoom or via phone. When it's time to do the actual healing part, we will hang up or disconnect. I will do the energy work on my end. I will be working on your energy body that's being created here in the sacred space. On your end, you'll also be in sacred space because energy is not limited by time or distance. What I ask you to do on your end is to be undisturbed and relatively comfortable, whether that's sitting or lying down, listening to music without words is preferable, meditating, whatever works for you on your end. And just to focus on whatever we talked about as far as what the issue is that we're working on. When the process is complete on my end, we will call back or reconnect with Zoom and go through our discussions. these are the individual healings. The core practice is called an illumination. At the end of those practice, at the end, the last step of the illumination is to bring down that essence of spirit, bring down a small essence of spirit, and to reinvigorate whichever chakra was affected. And that helps to jumpstart that chakra, helps it to get it moving again. When we do this process as a group healing, it's relatively the same. The difference is we cannot focus on an individual aspect of healing like we can when we do it as a remote or in-person healing. As a group healing, you're just inviting spirit to bring you the healing that you need most at that point. The group healing is typically done through a Zoom call. Occasionally it's done in person, but the effect is more or less the same. On all of these healings, whether it is in-person, remote, or a group healing, you get to experience that taste of infinity because you're inside that sacred space. You get that sense of peace, calm, that sense of love from spirit.